What if I told you that right now, sitting in your home, there are 5 silent killers slowly stealing years from your life? And the shocking part? You probably use at least 3 of them every single day. Listen, after 60, your body doesn't forgive like it used to. Every choice matters. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what's hiding in your home that's accelerating aging, increasing your risk of chronic disease, and robbing you of the vibrant retirement you deserve. Stay with me until the end, because number 4 is in 87% of homes, and most doctors won't even tell you about it. Let's dive in. My name is Williams Johns, and over the past 20 years working in preventative health, I've seen the same pattern again and again. People hit 60, and suddenly they're managing multiple medications, dealing with mysterious symptoms, and wondering why their energy disappeared. But here's what most people don't realize. It's not just about getting older. It's about what we're exposing ourselves to every single day. The cleaning products under your sink, the cookware you've used for decades, even the way you store your food. These everyday items are creating a toxic burden your body can't handle anymore. Today, we're going room by room, and I'm going to show you exactly what needs to go and what to replace it with. This isn't about fear, it's about taking control, because you deserve to wake up feeling energized, not exhausted. You deserve a body that works with you, not against you. Let's start with number 1, and trust me, you're going to want to check your kitchen immediately after this. Number 1, your non-stick cookware. And I know what you're thinking, but I've used these pans for 30 years. That's exactly the problem. Here's what happens. Non-stick coatings contain chemicals called PFAs, and yes, even the newer PFOA-free versions. When you heat these pans above 500 degrees Fahrenheit, which is easier to do than you think, these chemicals release toxic fumes into your kitchen. After 60, your liver and kidneys aren't as efficient at filtering toxins. Studies have linked PFA exposure to increased cholesterol, thyroid problems, weakened immune function, and even certain cancers. One study from the Environmental Working Group found that these chemicals can stay in your bloodstream for years. But here's the scariest part. If your non-stick pan is scratched or chipped, you're literally eating microscopic pieces of these chemicals with every meal. The solution? Cast iron, stainless steel, or ceramic cookware. Yes, there's a learning curve. Yes, you might need a little more oil, but you're not slowly poisoning yourself with every breakfast. Cast iron actually adds iron to your food, something many people over 60 are deficient in. Stainless steel is practically indestructible and completely non-toxic, and ceramic-coated pans give you that non-stick experience without the chemicals. Go to your kitchen right now and check your pans. If they're scratched, chipped, or over 5 years old, it's time. Your longevity is worth more than the cost of new cookware. Number 2, the cleaning products hiding under your sink. And this one is absolutely critical if you have any respiratory issues, which, let's be honest, becomes more common after 60. Bleach, ammonia-based cleaners, aerosol sprays, oven cleaners, these aren't just harsh on your surfaces, they're devastating to your respiratory system and hormonal health. Look at this ingredient list. See where it says fragrance? That single word can hide up to 3,000 different chemicals, many of them endocrine disruptors. After 60, your hormonal system is already going through changes. The last thing you need is synthetic chemicals throwing it further out of balance. But the immediate danger? Your lungs. Every time you spray these products, you're inhaling volatile organic compounds, VOCs. These cause inflammation in your airways, trigger asthma, and can lead to chronic bronchitis. A 20-year study from the University of Bergen found that women who regularly used cleaning sprays had lung function decline equivalent to smoking 20 cigarettes a day. Let that sink in. The good news? Cleaning your home doesn't require a chemistry degree. White vinegar, baking soda, Castile soap, and hydrogen peroxide can handle 95% of your cleaning needs. My go-to all-purpose cleaner, equal parts water and white vinegar, a squirt of dish soap, and 10 drops of essential oil for scent. Costs pennies, works brilliantly, and won't send you to the emergency room if you accidentally mix products. For tough jobs, baking soda paste. For disinfecting, hydrogen peroxide or rubbing alcohol. For glass, just vinegar and water. I challenge you, take everything under your sink that has a warning label, box it up, and switch to natural alternatives for 1 month. I guarantee you'll feel the difference in your breathing, your energy, and even your skin. Number 3 is something I guarantee is in your kitchen right now. Plastic food storage containers, especially the old ones you've been microwaving for years. See this cloudiness, these cracks? Every time you heat plastic, you're leaching chemicals into your food. We're talking about BPA, phthalates, and other endocrine disruptors. Now, the industry will tell you microwave safe means it's fine, but here's what that really means. The plastic won't melt or warp. It says nothing about the chemicals migrating into your food. Research from NYU Langone found that even BPA-free plastics often contain similar chemicals like BPS or BPF, which are just as harmful. These chemicals mimic estrogen in your body, and after 60, that hormonal disruption can accelerate everything from weight gain to increased cancer risk. But here's what really gets me. We're most vulnerable when we're trying to eat healthy. You make a beautiful soup, store it in plastic, microwave it the next day, and you've just turned a healthy meal into a chemical cocktail. The hotter the food, the more chemicals leach out. Fatty foods, even worse. That leftover pasta with olive oil, you're extracting maximum chemicals. The fix is simple. Glass. Glass storage containers with plastic lids, just don't let the plastic touch the food, stainless steel containers for packed lunches, ceramic bowls with beeswax wraps instead of plastic wrap. Yes, they're heavier. Yes, they can break, but they last forever. You can see what's inside, and most importantly, they're completely inert. No chemicals, no matter how many times you heat them. Start slowly. Replace your most used containers first, the ones you microwave daily. Within a few months, you can phase out all the plastic touching your food. And while we're at it, plastic water bottles? Same issue. Switch to glass or stainless steel. Your hormones will thank you. Number 4 is the one I mentioned earlier that's in 87% of homes, and it's quietly wrecking your health. Synthetic air fresheners and scented candles. These plug-ins, the sprays, those beautiful candles from the store, they seem so innocent. You just want your home to smell nice, right? But here's the dark truth. These products release a continuous stream of synthetic fragrance chemicals into the air you breathe 24/7. We're talking about phthalates, benzene, formaldehyde, and dozens of other VOCs. And scented candles? Even worse. Most are made with paraffin wax, a petroleum byproduct. When you light them, you're releasing the same chemicals as diesel exhaust into your home. After 60, you might already be dealing with brain fog, memory issues, or difficulty concentrating. These synthetic fragrances are neurotoxins. They cross the blood-brain barrier and interfere with cognitive function. A study from environmental health perspectives found that exposure to these chemicals is linked to increased headaches, respiratory problems, and even contact dermatitis. And for people with asthma or COPD, conditions that become more common with age, these products can trigger serious attacks. I had a client, 67 years old, who'd been using plug-in air fresheners in every room for a decade. She had chronic headaches her doctor couldn't explain. We removed every synthetic fragrance from her home, and within 2 weeks, the headaches were gone. But here's what really concerns me: the hormone disruption. Phthalates in these fragrances interfere with testosterone and estrogen. For men, that means potential prostate issues. For women, increased breast cancer risk. So, how do you make your home smell good? The old-fashioned way. Open your windows. Use houseplants. They're natural air purifiers.
snake plants, peace lilies, spider plants. Bake something. Simmer cinnamon sticks and orange peels on the stove. Use a diffuser with pure essential oils, lavender, eucalyptus, peppermint. Just make sure they're 100% pure, not fragrance oils. If you love candles, switch to 100% beeswax or soy with cotton wicks and essential oils. They actually clean the air instead of polluting it. Tonight, unplug every air freshener, put away every scented candle. Go fragrance-free for 2 weeks and notice how you feel. Better sleep, fewer headaches, clearer thinking. These are the results I see again and again. And finally, number 5, your medicine cabinet. I know this seems obvious, but stay with me, because what I'm about to share could literally save your life. Look at these expiration dates. This one's from 2019. This one doesn't even have a date. And this supplement? The seal's been broken for who knows how long. Here's what happens to medications and supplements over time. They degrade. Some become less effective, annoying but not dangerous. But others, they transform into toxic compounds. Tetracycline antibiotics, for example, can break down into a substance that damages your kidneys. Aspirin can break down into acetic acid and salicylic acid, increasing your risk of stomach bleeding. And supplements? Even worse in some ways, because they're not as tightly regulated. That fish oil from 3 years ago? It's rancid, oxidized, and creating free radicals in your body, the exact opposite of what you wanted. But here's the real danger for people over 60, medication interactions. You're probably taking more medications now than you did at 40. Every expired or degraded medication increases your risk of dangerous interactions. The FDA estimates that 60% of adults keep expired medications at home, and medication errors cause over 100,000 emergency room visits annually for people over 60. Plus, let's talk about that bottle of pills from a procedure 5 years ago, the antibiotics you didn't finish, the pain medication you saved for just in case. Each one is a potential hazard. Here's what you need to do, and I want you to do this today. Take everything out of your medicine cabinet. Every bottle, every box, every supplement. Check expiration dates. Read labels. Make 3 piles. Keep, replace, and dispose. If it's expired by even a day, dispose pile. If the seal is broken and you can't remember when, dispose pile. If you don't remember what it was prescribed for, dispose pile. Don't flush medications. It contaminates water. Most pharmacies have drug take-back programs, or mix them with coffee grounds or cat litter in a sealed bag and throw them away. Going forward, use a marker to write the date you opened any supplement on the bottle. Most are only good for 3 to 6 months after opening. And keep a medication list, what you're taking, dosage, and why, updated at every doctor visit. Your medicine cabinet should be a tool for health, not a liability. Clean it out, organize it, and maintain it. Your kidneys, liver, and future self will thank you.
Okay, I know that was a lot. You might be looking around your home right now feeling overwhelmed. So let me give you a simple action plan. Week 1. Tackle your cookware. Replace the worst offenders, the scratched non-stick pans you use daily. Week 2. Clean out that cabinet under your sink. Switch to natural cleaning products. Start simple. Vinegar, baking soda, dish soap. Week 3. Food storage. Replace the plastic containers you microwave most often with glass. Week 4. Go fragrance-free. Unplug air fresheners. Switch to natural alternatives. Week 5. Medicine cabinet audit. Clear out the expired. Organize what's left. I'm not saying you have to do everything overnight. This is a journey, not a race. But every single change you make reduces your toxic burden and adds days, maybe years, to your life. And here's the beautiful thing. These changes don't just help you. They help your spouse, your grandkids when they visit, your pets. You're creating a sanctuary instead of a chemical hazard zone. You've worked hard your whole life. You've raised families, built careers, overcome challenges. You deserve to enjoy your 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond with energy, clarity, and vitality. These 5 changes are your foundation for that life. Listen, I get it. Change is hard, especially when we're talking about habits you've had for decades. But you know what's harder? Spending your retirement managing preventable health conditions, struggling with energy, not being able to play with your grandkids because you don't feel well. These 5 changes aren't about perfection. They're about progress. They're about taking control of the things you can control. Your home should be your refuge, not your risk factor. And now you have the knowledge to make that happen. If this video helped you, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, share this with someone you love who's over 60. This information could literally change their life. Drop a comment below and tell me, which of these 5 dangers shocked you the most? And which one are you going to tackle first? I read every comment and I love hearing your stories. Remember, aging is inevitable, but declining health doesn't have to be. Every choice matters. Every change counts. Now, go make those changes. Your future self is counting on you. I'll see you in the next video, where we're going to talk about the 5 foods you should be eating every day after 60 for maximum longevity. You won't want to miss it. Until then, stay healthy, stay empowered, and take control of your environment. This is your life. Live it to the fullest.